This video is going to be a little bit different, y'all, because I was recently made aware that there's actually a Reddit floating around about me, and my nosy ass was like, I gotta read it. So I did, and I started to read it, and some of the comments were absolutely hilarious, and I want to get into it with y'all. I feel like it's important to stay humble. So let the humblement begin. Before I do get into this and start reading it, I just want to be very clearly that it is 100% okay to disagree and okay to agree to disagree. So, with that said as well, please, if y'all recommend or if y'all recognize any names or anybody here in this Reddit thread talking, please do not send hate or harassment to anybody because, like I said, you don't have to like everything, you don't have to like everybody, but you don't have to send hate and harassment, and you don't have to be ugly to people just simply because you don't like what they're saying. So I just wanted to be very clear about that. This video is just going to be for fun. We're just going to have some chuckles together. Please do not take this seriously and do not be rude to anybody who's just simply sharing their opinions. Now, this subreddit is from Bertosaurus Rex, and it says lore versus fiction. Just came across this Revoke video and I recommended on YouTube, and the comments are full of people speculating that Deb is an E's biomom. After years of following Eugenia lore, I've seen some pretty wild theories, but I didn't realize just how many people dedicate time to coming up with elaborate conspiracy theories. There were even people saying that she is the daughter of her father's ex-wife who passed away and then Deb adopted her. Now, it wraps up by saying even if any of it were true, these theorists have lost the plot. At its I lost my ability to read, just like I guess I lost the plot. Now, it said, at its root, this is untreated mental illness, not the plot of a mystery novel. Let the roast begin. We're going to be diving into the comments now. Now, the first comment on this thread is from Greenbird Bun Bun, and it says, Revoke, that's an interesting name. It says, Revoke also had a video stating that she wasn't going to make any more videos about sigh face. And then somebody said, LOL, well, we all know that will never happen. Not the first time they've done that and then kept on making them. That is true. I'll give them that. That is true. I did say I wasn't going to make EC content until there was like actual updates. Literally, it was like a day or two after I made that video saying like I'm done making EC content unless it's like actual updates. We had a lot of actual updates, and that kind of just kicked back in gear to me making EC content. Now, somebody else said, I'm sorry, but they look related. I don't think people would be coming up with this theory if Deb wasn't overweight. The only thing I can think of is there's some confusion about if she changed her name from when she was a baby. She did confirm that there was a name change when she was a baby. She did go from Colleen to Eugenia. But this is interesting because I always see when people say that this theory just doesn't make sense. Everybody who says the theory doesn't make sense are the same people who say it's just because she's overweight why she doesn't look like Eugenia. And that's not at all why I kind of started up making that theory, is because they have no similarities, in my opinion, even personality-wise. Deb's weight has nothing to do with it. It's more so all the interactions that we've seen that definitely isn't like a mother-daughter interaction. It's just always something really weird. This comment here, the next one, is what interests me too, is somebody said exactly, I also think her brother has Deb's face 100%. I see Eugenia in her too, though. And I've said this before, y'all. I think that the brother is Deb's because I do see similarities in them. And no, it's not because of the weight. It's not. But there are similarities in how they look. But Eugenia kind of doesn't look like either one of them. The only thing she shares with the brother, in my opinion, is the dark hair. And it would also make sense, and this is a part of that theory that I had. I hate that I'm reading this trying to like roast myself as well, but then it's like making me dive deeper into these theories. But people's comments are kind of adding on to the theories, right? So the brother, if he wasn't Eugenia's full brother, but also a lot in the spectrum, that could kind of make sense as to why he, oddly enough, almost sexualizes her. He's made so many inappropriate drawings of her, and maybe the lines have been blurred because she's not a full sibling, or maybe not even a sibling at all. Let me reword that. Of course they're siblings, they obviously were raised together, blah blah blah, but the line and the point I'm trying to make with this is maybe he didn't know exactly how to treat or what to do with Eugenia because it isn't his sibling, so maybe he felt comfortable making those drawings and pointing her in a certain light because he doesn't view her as his sister, you know? Now, the same person who had made the subreddit had said, I saw people mention the name thing too, which is funny because my aunt named one of my cousins when he was born and then didn't legally change it, but called him by a different name. his whole life, and he was named after my uncle, but I guess my aunt decided it didn't fit, but he was definitely her son, though. And this kind of wasn't my theory, the name thing. This was something that was circulating the internet before, and the name theory that I heard was Colleen was what, of course, Eugenia was originally named. Even the mom had said it. Colleen was what Eugenia was originally named. And there was a theory that I didn't come up with, but it kind of fed into why I started looking into them, is saying that Kevin's first wife, okay, Eugenia's dad, her name was Colleen. So Colleen Cooney versus Eugenia being born named Colleen Cooney kind of made it seem like maybe Deb did kind of adopt her after the wife passed, and that's why the name change happened. Somebody else said the funniest thing about this, even if it were true, it literally wouldn't matter. Okay, Eugenia was adopted, and who cares, LMAO. It really doesn't matter if she's adopted or not. Like, nobody really cares if it's a blooded child versus adopted child, but I feel like, and I brought this up before in the past, my point with that was, if Eugenia was adopted, that would kind of explain the almost detached and estranged interactions that she does have with her mom, because like I said, it's a really weird behavior and dynamic between those two for Deb to actually be her mom. It's a weird dynamic, and if you know what I mean, then you know what I mean. Now, somebody else said Revoke has never made accurate videos. I'm not sure who her source is. Iguana's comment section, my dog. I love dogs. But I don't have a source. I kind of literally just watch the same videos y'all see on the internet and just give my thoughts and opinions. I don't have a source. Seriously lost the plot, I agree. Somebody else said, we literally have zero reason to believe Deb isn't her mom. 10 years ago, EC, Chip, and Deb all looked very similar. Somebody said, Missy Ma'am annoys me for some reason. I like Missy Ma'am. Now, somebody else had said the same here, but somehow I end up watching her videos that are nonsense. Thank you. Somebody else said, Revoke is a terrible YouTuber. All she does is ramble incoherently and doesn't get to the point. Do not ADHD shame me. Somebody else said, I hope humans can see these videos and know they are made up garbage. Like, we do have brains and can make thoughts and decisions on our own, right? And then the same person who made this subreddit said, based on the comment section of that video, I don't have much hope for that. Chuckles03. I love that username because I love the word chuckle. It says, Revoke, say no more. Anyone that believes the drivel she spills is a paste-eating, window-licking fool. What the fuck? How do y'all come up with this shit? Somebody else said, oh good, I'm glad I'm not the only one who dislikes, or the only one that dislikes Revoke's random videos. Now, the person who created the subreddit responded to that one and said, and I can't avoid them no matter how many times I click not interested. If I look up Eugenia even once or watch a Jordy video, suddenly Revoke is in my recommended vids for a week. Yes, algorithm. Do your thing. I need more of it. Yeah, I'm gonna wrap this video up. I just found it super funny that somebody took the time to make a subreddit about me. About little old me. Thank you. I don't know what to say. I don't think people understand that if you don't like content or don't support content or like don't want to support content, talking about it and doing what you're doing now is just like more so spreading my content further, you know? Does that make sense? That's why if I see something and I don't like it or don't like the points or don't believe in the conspiracies that they're making, I'll just avoid it completely. And then less people know about it, you know? With that being said, thank you for humbling me and giving me a nice little chuckle because I really needed that. And I will catch y'all in the next damn video. Let me know your thoughts and opinions about really nothing. We didn't talk about much today at all. But I'll catch you in the next damn video.